Hey guys, this is Rocking3 bringing you the live commentary for Forza 5. This is going to be part of a parts and tune for the A class. And this particular car, the 2012 Chevy Camaro ZL1, is not a competitive car. As much as I would like it to be, it is not a competitive car. I was able to put it in the top 700 of a few tracks, and they were kind of medium to semi-long tracks. But this car overall is not going to be something you'll be able to throw up high into the leaderboards. And we just dirty that up. The rival here on the track is about, I think is about 1,000. So it's not especially good there either. But this is one of my favorite cars. It's actually a car that I'm considering purchasing in real life. And thought it'd be fun to put it together, and even though it's not great in A class, something sporty to drive around, you probably do okay on some of the lobbies that don't have crossbows and Dodge Vipers, but this is not going to keep up with any of those. But it'd still be fun to drive. It's still a cool car. This one's set up a little bit more like a grip tune. I have full aero on it. I have all downforce on it. I think overall this car could be potentially a decent speed car, but again, not going to be a top speed car against some of those cars I just mentioned. So really this parts and tune is more of a cool factor. Kind of a wish I could get this car sooner rather than later. It's pretty easy to drive. It dials in pretty good. I built some more oversteer into the car. I'm doing that on a lot of my cars. Just giving me a little bit more control and making the car turn in a little bit more. But I think it's still very drivable. So why don't you guys give it a try if you want to. We're doing alright. It is a dirty lap, so it doesn't count, but still pretty good. Missed that one. Sounds cool, looks cool. Sure there's some pretty cool paint jobs for it. Let me hack up the rest of this lap. Alright, there we go. Alright, since I didn't get any clean laps, you won't be able to see where I'm at standing wise. So I will just pause it and we'll see you over in the park. Alrighty, and we're back. So again, this car is going to be kind of a semi all-around car. We're going to have stock engine, stock drivetrain, and we're going to have the twin turbo added to it, 41 horsepower for 9 PI. Engine parts, it's going to be all stock, I think, except for the flywheel. And that's an unusual part for me, the flywheel, but it's just kind of the way it landed. I needed another PI, so I went ahead and used it. So right now all the engine parts have been stock, and this one I think I changed to stock. I tried all 2 of those, 3 of those, stock on the intercooler. So all the parts are stock except for the flywheel, and then we have the sport flywheel. Again, that was just a PI filler. Don't usually use it. We have the race brakes. We have the race springs and dampers. We have the race front and rear anti-roll bars. We have the full chassis reinforcement roll cage. And we have full weight reduction. Got the car down to 3,300 pounds. We have the race clutch. See, it took a lot of PI, but it did raise our 0 to 60s. We have the stock transmission. We have the full race drive line. And of course we have the race differential. Went full grip here. I went with the race tire compound. And I went the full width in the front. 295s, and with full width in the rear, 345s. We went with the lightest wheels which is this fourth one here, this Advan RG2s or RGIs, not sure what that is. Did not change the diameter of the rims, so the rims are stock. Both of those will be stock. And I have the front Forza bumper, and I have the rear Forza bumper. Alright, for the tune, pretty standard tune here. We got 26.5 front and rear for the tires. Gearing is stock, so there's no adjustments there. Alignment we have at -3.0, -3.0 for the camber, 0.0 for the toe, and 6.1 for the front caster. This is set to oversteer a little bit at 10.92 in the front, 14.66 in the rear. Sometimes I make these a little bit softer, but the car, I think because of the weight of it, kind of sprung around too much, so I stiffened those up a little bit. Springs in the front, 475.8 in the front, 501.6 in the rear. Ride height, I just leveled it out, 5'9" and 5'9". It's a little low for some tracks. Seems to hit some sparks. I don't know if that's just the bounce out of it or what, but be wary about that. Do the Race Boy 77 settings with 11.7 in the front and rear for the rebound stiffness and 1.9 for the bump stiffness front and rear. Full aero, so kind of made it a handling / all-around car. My normal braking force 47% and 200%, and differential I have at 39 and 42. Again, this number at the bottom here is a little bit higher because I want the engine to help me slow the car down when I downshift. That's the car. Again, not a super competitive car, but it is a really cool car. Get a cool paint job on it, slap it on, take it out, race it a little bit in the multiplayer. Again, it will not compete with the Crossbow or the Dodge Vipers or the F50s, but it's still a cool car, and I enjoy driving it. And hope you guys enjoy it too. Take it easy. See you next video.